I definitely have a love of engines. Everything in my whole life seems to have revolved around engines at some point. I love going to the racetrack and smelling the race fuel and all those things. It makes you feel like you're at home when you see that. The sound of the engine is probably what gets my blood flowing the most, just because the feel, and you feel the rumble in your chest that actually start up when you fire up one of those big engines. That's what's pretty cool. Definitely very competitive in everything I do, probably a little bit too much. You can ask my wife about that. We competitive in everything we do every day, and that makes the passion and the drive for getting out of bed every morning. That's what we're here for. It was very early on that I got into the passion for the engine side of things. I started out doing construction with my dad in a little construction company, doing heavy equipment type stuff. We did all of our own maintenance and those things. That's what got me interested in engineering, and went on and pursued my engineering degree based on that, and then been working with engines ever since. I got a lot of people that helped me, encourage me in my racing career back in the days of the Sweeneys and everybody there in Floyd County, and the small Friday and Saturday night racer kind of guys, Jeff Agnew, Johnny Rumley, guys like that I was able to go to the racetrack with. That's what got me into racing and got the passion of going to the racetrack on Friday and Saturday nights. It was all about fun. It was going out there with a bunch of friends and just going to the racetrack and being competitive and having fun in that competition environment. When the race was over, you packed your stuff up and you kind of hung out together and went back and you tried to get ready to do it again on Saturday night. Actually, started out about my senior year in high school, to where I started kind of going, just waxing cars and cleaning parts and getting ready for the weekends, then started going to the racetrack a little bit from there. And it just got bigger and bigger from that point on, to where I was crew chief in a Hooters Pro Cup team, traveling all over the U.S., trying to keep up with the race schedule and trying to keep up with schoolwork and a full-time co-op position. Then put my resume on a website, and I got a job offer 2 weeks later to go NASCAR, at that point Winston Cup racing, and never looked back. My first job was with Petty Enterprises. I was started out kind of as a design engineer for them, doing template cutting and things to get the body development done. And then started out doing shocks and things shortly after that, and data acquisition, and ended up on the road and been doing it for a little over 12 years now. And the first guys I worked with in NASCAR were a huge influence in my life. Dale Inman obviously just made it into the Hall of Fame. He's one of the greatest crew chiefs ever, and having him as a mentor there and to be able to ask questions, just hear the stories and things that he's experienced in his life and his NASCAR career has been pretty impressive. That's a humbling experience to be able to hang out with those type of people. I'd say the passion for engines has definitely gotten me further in my career, because I wouldn't be doing this if I hadn't gone on to get my engineering degree. And that engineering degree was spawned just from the general love of mechanical things. The greatest things I think I've accomplished in my career is going on to win the NASCAR championship and those things after just starting out just as a mechanical mind, tearing my toys apart and building new toys.